Our free live chat psychic reading connects you instantly with experienced psychics, ready to offer you personalized guidance and clarity in real time, whether you're curious about love, career, or life's biggest decisions. Our psychics are here to help you unlock your future and discover your true path. Experience the convenience of live chat, where you can ask questions and get immediate insights, tailored just for you. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity to connect with your inner self and receive the guidance you need. Subscribe now and never miss a live session. Start your journey towards clarity and peace today.
Hi, this is Psychic Readings by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the chat. Just a reminder that all of our show times and all that wonderful stuff is at our website at psychicreadingsbyandre.com and all that wonderful stuff. So there are some people out there that are pretending to be me out there on the internet. I don't know why you would want to do that, but they're trying to sell you stuff. So always refer to our website. That's where we have all of our things for sale. So you can double check all that sort of thing. Let's get on with the show as we're waiting for more people to ask wonderful questions. Now, the question today is Bitcoin actually going up? Now, I did make the statement or prediction not that long ago about Bitcoin going up in October, November, December, and this year we're going to start to have some type of bull run. It's been kind of a little funny in the last little while because all the elites are in there and all the big money is in there, and they're taking all the Bitcoin and taking it off of the exchanges nice and cheap without anybody noticing. So but I do believe that we're going to be getting to that time when everything is going to start to go up, usually about this time. Okay, let's throw some cards down for that. So, sporting a little bit of a cold today. It is that season in Winnipeg when the dust is blowing around for our fall time. So it just gets into everything. So bear with me as we go through the show today. I might sniffle or I might sneeze. Yeah. Okay. So Bitcoin, I think, is going to be stalling out a little bit in the next month or so. We're going to be getting into a rock and a hard place. We got that Three of Swords card, so there's probably going to be one more downturn. So I think in the next little while, we're going to have a little bit of an up, and you can sell a little bit of, or lick the ice cream as they call it, and wait for it to come down. Don't sell your entire position because Bitcoin's really hard to get now. And then it's going to be coming back up again. Health of everything is actually pretty good. We got the Five of Pentacles. Upright, it's not a good card to have, but it's upside down. So I think we're turning it into, the health of Bitcoin right now is turning for the better. Okay? So, and of course, all those people that were sitting up late at night, worried, oh my goodness, the Bitcoin is going down. It's going to be turning around very, very soon in October, November, something like that. So hang on to your hats, buy your Bitcoin. Of course, not financial advice, of course, and sit on it. And listen to the neighbors with their dog next door. So, excuse me. Yeah, so we're getting into that bull run period of time. Just sit on it. Don't worry. I think people just worry too much. And I think that's something we have to change as a society, of not worrying so much about every little nook and cranny and all the hiccups that Bitcoin goes through. We're fine. Okay? Let's get into the next thing. USA election. I'm going to just do a general reading for this one. Of course, We're coming up fast and furious with the USA election. There's been some talking in front of people with the senators and all that wonderful stuff. It seems a little lopsided. Let's see if that'll make any difference. This lopsidedness. What's going to be happening in that period of time in the next election of the USA? I think that there's going to be some stalling situations. They're going to be trying to stall it for some period of time and trying to keep the existing party in power for a short period of time, and it's not going to be working. And they're going to be using the excuse of the Middle East and all that stupidity to keep them in power, but it's going to be falling apart. And I think a lot of other psychics have seen this. There's going to be a little bit of a delay until there's the outcry from the people. So stay close to the news on that particular situation. The health of the whole situation, I think, is going to be the opposite of what everybody was thinking. Everybody thought it was going to be crashing down and burning and all that sort of thing, and there's going to be riots in the streets and all that sort of thing. I don't think that's going to be the case with at least one of the sides. And I do think the markets are going to be taking a tumble at that period of time because people believe that one party is going to be getting in over the other, and it's going to make the stock markets go not so fun. And then, of course, it appears that there's a whole lot of choice. There really isn't. Okay? So for the person starting with the T will be the new leader. Let's get into the chat if we have any. Yes, we do. Cosmic travel. I've done that. That's fun. Hopefully you've done it as well. Hey, Andre, today is my 38th birthday. Happy birthday. Any exciting messages for me concerning what's to come along my spiritual journey? I saw Buddha. If you're into Buddhism, that's cool. It's a great source of information on spiritualism. Spirituality. I'm a little bit of a Buddhist. I think the wife's a little bit of a Buddhist. She started out as a Mennonite and turned into a Buddhist, and we met at a spiritualist church at a sweat lodge. So you never know what happens. Just step outside your door, and you never know where you're going to go. Anyways, the health is going to be. You're going to be getting into a point where you're going to be dissatisfied with the journey for whatever reason, because you're trying to shape it into something that it's not. Instead of going with the flow, you have to remember not to just focus on one particular school of thought. You have to broaden your horizons. That's why me and the wife, we do spiritualism, Buddhism, native teachings, that sort of thing, and broadening our horizons. I think you're going to be getting to a point where you're not going to be finding all the answers that you require at the moment with what you're particularly doing. You're going to be taming this particular situation with a broadening those horizons and looking at different teachings and all that sort of thing, and experiencing all those teachings if you can. Like go to a sweat lodge and go to a temple of Buddhists and all that wonderful stuff. But I think this year is going to be broadening your perspective of your spiritual journey. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out for your new year. And happy birthday. MP would like a 3-card reading. So there's going to be a little bit of a health scare for you in the next little while. It's one of those situations where you're going to be reading too much into it, thinking all kinds of things are going to be going wrong and all that sort of thing. I think it's actually much more simpler and a simpler solution to the situation that you're going to be getting into. So pay attention. Don't freak out. Don't do knee-jerk reactions. And I think you're going to be just fine. Financially, you're going to be getting into a situation where you're going to be getting a leg up, and it's going to be very, very quick. So you're going to have some idea or some business or a job opportunity is going to be coming your way. I think it's a job opportunity. It's going to be very, very quick when you get in there and start doing the thing. And there's going to be a lot of interactions with other people that are in the same situation that you're trying to get yourself into that are going to be helping you out. So whatever you're doing job-wise, I think there's going to be a lot of things happening with other people around you. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. When do we see Pepe to a half a penny? If it even gets there. It's very difficult for these type of cryptocurrencies to get to 1 penny because of the amount of cryptos that are issued every day, right? It's not scarce, so it doesn't have that scarcity model like Bitcoin where there's only going to be 21 million. Where something like Dogecoin does 10 million or so coins a day, kind of like the Federal Reserve printing money. It's really hard to get above that penny because of so many cryptos going out into the wilderness. But will it get to a half penny? What do you think, sweetie? No? Half a penny. Almost? Yeah. Almost a half a penny when in about 2 to 3 years from now. That is generally how it happens with many of this classification of crypto because so many are pumping out. Not a bad crypto. It's not one that I'm into personally. There's going to be a lot of victories along the way, and you're going to be making a lot of money by just sitting on it and buying little amounts and all that sort of thing. It's like Shiba Inu at a penny. There's a whole lot more things going on with Shiba Inu. But it's going to take them a long because somebody forgot to turn off the token making machine just because of the volume of tokens being developed. So it's going to be a couple years from now. Okay? So hopefully that doesn't dishearten you. Just a third of a penny or whatever. Cool. Let's move on. Hi, Andre. Some psychics say major things happening in the world this month. November. Anything to pick up? Well, is there stuff going on? Really? Never noticed. Yes, there's a whole lot of things, and this is the boiling point that we're headed into. This is the moment where we're going to start to make those decisions of going one way or another way. It's not left or right, per se. That perception is going to be going away, and we're going to start to come together as a people. Doesn't matter if you have pronouns and all that sort of thing and all that stuff. It's time for people to get together because we start to see the true enemy of the people. It's not Russia, okay, or China. It's our own politicians. And this is the moment in time that we're going to start to make those decisions to put those politicians in their place. Not by doing any brutality, but by starting to ignore them. Starting to live a life without these jackasses running our lives. You vote with your wallet, right? And you start to ignore them, and you start to make a life without these guys. And that's going to be the moving point when even Nostradamus and Edgar Casey were talking about this moment in time where we start to make decisions, the people, to start to be the leaders that we need to be and not look towards one person to solve all of our problems. That'll be the biggest change in our world this year. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. The Rio coin go to $40 or more in this bull run. I think I've heard of Rio. I think I've done a reading on Rio. I can't remember exactly what I said because there's so many coins that we look at. Anyways. I'm seeing about $25, $26, somewhere in that range in the next 4 to 5 years. Something's going to be happening along the way, and it's not going to be doing as well as people had figured it was going to do. You have to remember when things start to shake out and we get better legislation and all that sort of thing for the cryptocurrency market in the United States, many of these little coins are going to be disappearing, and I think this is going to be one of them. So make your money while you can with this. Don't hang on to it too long. It's a short-term thing. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Hi, Andre. Will baby Pepe... Oh, my goodness. Hit 1 to 10 cents, 2024, 2025. It's a project on Ethereum. No and no, but let's just see at the health of it. It's going to be like 0.0000000000001 or something like that, right? It's probably that right now, as usually the case, like my Shiba Inu. The health of it seems to be okay. They're going to be hanging on for dear life. We're trying to make some. You will make some money with this if you're hanging on to it for a short period of time, like many of these meme coins. They're only short term. It's not long term, making you a millionaire or anything, depending on how much you have. Something is going to be happening behind the scenes with people. And they're not going to be. I had this feeling that the people running the project kind of go, and they run out of steam and they move on to something else. That's my general feeling on baby Pepe. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. Binance versus BCH. Binance is one of the top coins. BCH has its place. It's going to be part of the new system coming out, as is many of the other exchange coins. But I think Binance is going to be doing a little bit better than BCH for a long period of time. just because of its position and what it does and all that wonderful stuff. BCH is still a good coin. Nothing wrong with it. But if you're going to choose between one or the other, I guess it'd be Binance. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Or get both. I got both. Hey, Andre, oil reached $75 a barrel on Friday. Will oil go down from next week, or will it go up much higher? They're going to try to make it lower to make it look good for Kamala. Look what I did, kind of thing. But no, it's not going to be. It's going to be more of the same. Oil is going to go because Saudi Arabia is not cooperating with the U.S. And all the APEC or OPEC countries are doing their thing, and they're going more to the Russian side. So yeah, oil's going to go up higher, unfortunately. Hopefully that helps you out. When will the bull run start this 2024, 2025? I think we're almost there. 2024. Again, don't worry about it. Just sit. If you're into the trading thing, then we're going over the Elan. Me and Silver Geek, we're going over the wave. I think we're 1, 2, 3, and up very, very soon. Okay, the Elliott wave, I think they call it. And I think in about a month or so, we're going to be going up, 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 up after another down. So hopefully that answers your question. It's like dip 3 times in the morning. You know, whatever that song was. Hey, Andre, I just want to be clear. You said what month you see separation between Johnny and Gigi. I keep forgetting about these people to look them up. You said the first of the year, Johnny will be left in the cold, right? Yeah, I think that's correct. Who are these people? That'll be my homework for the rest of the day as I'm trying to recover from my cold. Let's throw some cards down for these wonderful people. It's not Johnny Depp, is it?
No.
No? Just some unknown person?
No, it's a musician, she said.
Oh, musician.
Ask if it's Johnny Gilbert.
Is it Johnny Gilbert? Musician? Okay. Must be knowing my luck. It's probably the biggest musician ever, and I like at my age I don't pay attention to these things anymore. Not like when I was a rock musician. Whatever's going to be going on, it's going to be disastrous for Johnny. Okay? He's going to be left out in the cold. He's going to have to pay a whole lot of money, blah, 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 blah. And things are going to move on after that. And we're probably not going to hear any more news from it because it's not newsworthy anymore. Something along those lines. But yeah, he gets left out in the cold. Flame reading. I can do that. Don't burn what's this internet connection sucks. Ta-da! We won merch from a place. We need the fire. We need the candle. Okay, so if you haven't seen a flame reading, it's kind of, the wording is a little misleading. You take your piece of paper, okay, and you score the paper with the flame, and you read the paper. So let's put Charles Bovin's energy into the paper. Okay. And you score the paper. You got a little lesson today. You haven't seen the paper moving. Spirit will tell you when to stop. Good. And it'll look like that. Put your fire out so you don't burn down the house. See what we got here. Now, the trick to a flame reading is you have to understand about symbology. Pictures. What do they mean to you? Okay? So, looking at the picture, or pictures, there's like a skull face here. With big eyebrows. Maybe it's me. Big eyebrows.
Looks like an ostrich.
An ostrich with his head in the sand?
Well, no, his head's upright. It's not in the sand.
Oh. What do you guys think?
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide open? I'll give a...
They don't make that noise.
I don't know what sound they make. Ostrich. Usually hiding from situations. That's first, head in the sand. I think you're going to have your hand out of the sand and looking around you and taking note of the situation around you, or somebody around you is going to be doing this. And they're going to come to a moment about the situation that's around them. And how to make good on that particular situation. So instead of hiding from the situation, actually getting into it and all that sort of thing. Anything else we see? Sir Jesse.
It looks like a lot of commotion.
Commotion, confusion.
Yeah.
So you're going to start to see what everything is within the confusion because you're the only one looking in the right direction. Make sense? Next quarter. I'm seeing a lot of ghostly shapes. Spirits from the past. That's probably what it is. Not necessarily ghosts and spirits, but echoes of the past are going to be coming back to you in some significant form, and you're going to be remembering the lessons of the past to help you with the scenario. This is going to be opening your eyes because you're going to have that remembrance of the past. Okay? Anything you see or you guys see?
There's like 3 people bending over someone else trying to help them.
Ooh. So people around you are going to be helping you out.
Could be spirit people.
Could be spirit people. Spirit people are always helping you out.
Just have to ask.
Just have to ask. Right? And the universe will provide. That's a great lesson. Hope you wrote that down. Always ask. Don't be, what's the word? Prideful? I don't need help. Doing my psychic work, I got a lot of help. I'm not super duper. I got a lot of help helping me out. What do we got here? It's a mask with big eyes. Something about anger I'm feeling from this picture. There's a guy with a fist raised.
There's two people in the background, very shady, like not shady, but you can't, like someone in the background. You see it's like it's just barely see them.
So people directing things from behind or trying to. Saw the beast. Somebody said they saw the beast. Saw two people holding arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around someone else, someone in the middle.
Protection, protecting someone, loving, the help. So you're going to get a lot of help with this particular situation moving forward from the beginning. Okay. So this whole scenario is playing out. You're going to be looking up. You're going to get a lot of help from the people around you and the spirit world to make you realize that there's something very important around you, and you're going to be taking notice, and you're going to be moving forward with that knowledge with the help of a little help from my friends, as the song says. Last quarter.
It's like a gerbil.
A gerbil? You're running on a wheel.
No, he's just sitting there.
Just looking cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when I thought of gerbil, gerbils are in the wheel.
Yeah. But this one's just curious.
Curious, observing the surroundings. Not frightened. He's just observing the area and planning where to hide his nuts. So the whole scenario is you whatever it is that you're going through right now, you're going to be paying attention. You're going to be capitalizing on it with a whole lot of help from your friends here and on the other side. Hopefully that helps you out. And that is a flame reading. Hopefully that helps you out. When can we expect Andre's 2025 ominous reading? You mean the way 2025 is going to be going?
Omnibus.
Is that a crypto? That was, thank you. Yeah, that is, this is, people go, what is that? It's pretty common here in Winnipeg, actually.
The volume containing several novels or items previously published separately.
That's an omnibus? My memoirs?
So here's the 2025 reading. I guess.
One of many for 2025. Since we're getting pretty close. A general reading. Okay, for 2025. I think it was referring to ominous. Ooh. Maybe. Anyways. A general reading of 2025. It's funny, the first card that came up was the Tower. Upright. Not a good deal. Reversed. There's going to be a whole lot of things going to be happening in 2025 that's going to be shaping and changing our world at large. 2024 has been a cluster, you know what. But that was necessary to bring us into awakening. You can't awaken from the state if you don't have something pushing against you. In 2024, there's been a whole lot of things pushing against us, right? Emotionally, keeping us in fear, making us do decisions that we shouldn't be doing. I think that's going to be in 2025. It's going to be the time of change. It's going to be where we're making new decisions and teaming up as a people. And the elites are not going to like this because left and right and middle and all that are going to start working together. Okay? It's always better when we work together, not against one another. Financially, we're going to be stabilized in some fashion. There's going to be a period of time when we're not going to be stable, but there is going to be a situation where we're going to be stabilizing everything financially. And it's going to be coming from spirit. It's going to take a whole lot of work from spirit to get the people on their feet and doing all the things that are necessary. Not fighting, not all this nonsense. The best way we can solve our situation is by ignoring politicians, usually, especially our Justin Trudeau here in Canada, and making life. It's the point where you start to figure out how to make life go without the involvement of politics. Sure, they're going to still be there, but you have to learn how to succeed, even though you had these assholes doing all kinds of stuff that are going against you. And as a group of people, we can put our brains together and look for ways of excluding them and working for ourselves, our own best interests. And that'll be 2025. Okay? Hopefully that's a pretty good rating. General. Good morning. Which crypto does the card say will have a better bull run, Airwave or Crust network? Wow. I don't know really much about either one of these, but let's have a look. Both are pretty close. Of course, you can't see all the cards. If I was going to choose one, and I don't like choosing just one in these situations, I think it'd go to Arweave for the win. Only marginally. Silvergate. Showing me all the things on the stock market and the crypto market the other day. Because there's something special I'm going to be creating in the near future. You're going to have to stay tuned for that. Can't give things away. Health-wise, you're going to be okay. You're going to have some little bit of a cold like me right now. In the next little while, financially, you're going to be partnering up with some other people. There's going to be some business situation that you're going to be finding yourself into. It's going to be beneficial. Start looking. And a lot of people that you have around you or had around you are going to be kind of fading into the background because they have to go through their journey and you go through your journey and you're going to come back together in a good way afterwards. That happens. Okay? So just focus on what you're focusing on and everything's going to be turning out okay. Will Israel or Iran prevail? I get this stalemate wife goes, yeah. People don't understand that Iran is very difficult to do anything against. It's all to do with geography. Iran has 3 sides, mountains, and the open end is an inhospitable desert. So unless you can train your tank brigade to do mountain climbing, it's going to be very, very difficult. And they got the S-400s and S-300s and all that from Russia. So any type of airstrike, it's not going to be a big thing. It won't get into the nuclear stuff. Okay, it's going to be halted, and Israel's going to go, well, fine, we're going to go back to our corner. It's all to do with the stretch of water, the Strait of Hormuz. That's what Israel's trying to get a hold of. Okay? So it's going to be a stalemate. Hello, Andre and Yvonne. Andre, will Opulus reach its all-time high this bull run? I'm picking up no, for whatever reason. It's going to get close. You're going to be making some pretty good cash with it and all that sort of thing. Make sure you do take that profit when you can. But there's going to be some really big bumps in the road for Opulus in the next little while. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. I'm putting my property on the market. Any thoughts on when it could sell? It's a really loaded question because we're getting into a period of time when markets are nobody's going to have any money to buy anything unless they're mega rich. I don't see it selling for another year or two, unfortunately. Just because of all the things going on around. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Maybe renting it out might be an idea. Will gold go over $3,000 USD? I guess that's per ounce. That wouldn't be an ounce, whatever. Ounces like that. Yes, it's going to go over $3,000. And keep an eye on silver too, especially with the scenario playing out with Kamala Harris pushing troops into the Middle East. We're going to need silver to produce things that go boom. Anyways, yeah, gold is going to be going up because it's going to be a flight to safety, the same as Bitcoin, same with silver. All those wonderful things are going to be going up in a big way in the next little while because we have to. It has no choice but to do that because of the new stuff going on out there. Okay? Oh, thank you for $1.99. Will I get $10,000 profit from TOFU Token? Wow, you must have a lot of tofu. It's saying, yeah. In the next year or so, you're going to be, because you've been sitting on it. And I guess you have quite a bit of it. And yeah, it's going to pay off for you in a big way. Okay, thank you. Hi, Andre. Any thoughts on Algorand for this bull run? Cheers. Health-wise, it's going to do well. I don't think it's going to be exploding in price compared to like Bitcoin or something like that. But it is going to be going up in a pretty good fashion. And you're going to be getting some profits and all that from that in the short term during the bull run. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Diddy Case. Yeah. What's being talked about on YouTube is true about Mr. P. Diddy. And they're going to be brushing this under the carpet very quickly because it's exposing a lot of the elites, or will be. Like politicians and stuff. Much of the things that have already been discussed are true. It's going to go through and they're going to be trying to make it quiet, and they're going to be making him a deal because he has his list. And they're going to be hiding him off on some faraway island somewhere in the Philippines where he'll never be seen again. Okay? So in very short order, they're going to be making it some excuse why he disappeared. Because they don't want that list to come out. And they're going to be giving him a situation out of the situation. Okay? And that's as much as I'll say on YouTube. Ooh, what's a flame reading? I want to try that one too. You're going to do another?
Yeah, sure.
That's what she's asking, or they are asking.
Yeah. Are you all right with that?
Oh, yeah. I think I can tough it out. Okay, we got a paper. Putting LP's energy into the paper. Okay. Two flame ratings in a day? Wow.
You can do it.
They just want to see the pretty pictures.
Yeah.
And of course, Spirit will tell you when to stop. Okay. What do we got here? The wife's really good at this too.
Wait till it's on YouTube one.
Eh?
Wait till it's on YouTube to see.
Yeah, she's done this before. Water flowing is what the first thing that I'm picking up from this. Letting things flow over you in a good way and not having them bother you in the next little while. Okay? A whale. Could be a whale. Jonah in the whale. Well, that whole story of Jonah the whale is he's too focused on, well, that's Ahab in the whale. Too focused on getting the whale and getting revenge. But I think this is about swimming the currents along with the rest of the fish and letting things flow through you instead of being a victim of the particular situation that you're going through. Just let it roll off your back like a duck, right? What's the wife see?
Nothing.
Nothing? That's a first. Shall we flip it?
Yes, flip it.
Okay. If you don't see, that's the other trick. If you don't see anything in the first side, just flip it. Keep flipping until you see something. Two people embracing. Ooh. Male and a female. So there's going to be a new relationship around you. Oh, maybe that's the water rushing of emotion. LP goes, ooh. Yeah, there's, of course, it's always reversed. Here's the man, here's the woman, and they're holding each other in a nice embrace. So whatever the situation is coming up for you, it's probably in your energy when you're thinking about this sort of thing. Sometimes these can get very X-rated. Ooh. You want to do what with the what? Anyways, yeah, there's going to be some new relationship on the horizon, and it's going to be very close, and you're already picking up on it, so go with it. I think that's the water rushing. Flowing. Emotions flowing. Anything you see, sweetie?
No.
Wow, I'm surprised.
It's YouTube. I don't know.
Forget it's YouTube. I want to say I saw something X-rated. It does happen. Depends on what you're thinking of when you're putting the energy into the paper from a wider angle.
I think they may have to see a doctor for some situation.
See a doctor for a situation. Is it to do with the relationship or another issue?
Yeah, it could have something to do with the relationship.
Okay. Please, no towers. Not the tower card. We did that. We did that. Now we're gonna do that. So the doctor thing is that you have to check out something in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened and you're not quite sure. Are we picking up that it's okay?
It will be.
It will be okay. A diver diving into a pool. Yeah, she's good at this. What's the diving in? Well, obvious. Diving into a new situation. Confidently going woo into the water, right? Enjoying the process. All that sort of thing. Allowing yourself to enjoy the process. Anything, sweetie? Before I flip?
Just be careful in any new relationships.
Careful. Try to think.
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself. Is that a Bowie knife by the side? But
No.
well, you know, protection.
In sexual encounters.
In sexual encounters.
Protect yourself.
So not a Bowie knife. It's a different form of protection.
Nothing violent.
Nothing. We don't condone violence here. And this is the last quarter.
Kind of looks like a phoenix or something rising from the fire.
A new beginning.
Mm-hmm.
After feeling defeated and all that sort of thing, and rising above that and bursting into flame, well, as a phoenix does, and creating something new. So it's all about a new relationship in there. Hopefully you like that. Those are always fun to do. What else we got? No problem, LP. What year do you see Shiba getting to that 1 penny? Do you want it in years or centuries? It's going to be many, many, many years. It's just the way that the mechanics of Shiba Inu is. So the whole situation with Shiba Inu, I think, is going to take years for it to get to that penny because there's not enough people that are excited about Shiba Inu on the grander scale of things. But it will happen. It's just going to be in years' time. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. I'd love it to be a penny. I'd be a millionaire. Me and the wife would be on the beach with drinks, with umbrellas, but we don't drink, but we can pretend. A coffee with a little umbrella. I don't know. A nice healthy drink. SEI coin at 2 USD. So that's $2, 2 cents. What? I'm assuming it's $2. 2025, 2026 is going to get to that $2 evaluation. It's going to be plodding along. It's not going to do anything spectacular in the next little while. There's going to be some twists and turns and bumps and grinds and all that sort of thing with SEI. You have to remember, 98% of the population has no clue what we're talking about when we're talking about cryptos. When they start to get into cryptos, holy smokes. And they will. Okay? Because in certain situations, they're not going to have any choice. But yeah, SEI is going to take 2 years to get that $2. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Will my husband and I have both 1 Bitcoin each by the end of this bull run? I'm picking up, yeah. If you work at it, if you're doing the work, it's going to happen. If you just sit there, no. Unless UFO comes and gives you some. Yeah, if you work hard at it and you save up and you do the trading and all the other things that you do to make money, it'll happen this next bull run. Okay? Just have to be diligent. He made it today. He leaves me a comment on my, I missed the live. Please confirm that this month of October 2024, that at the very least I will hear positive news regarding my job abroad. Yes. It's going to be not yay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be one of those. Yeah, that works. And you're going to get into it. And it's going to be leading into all kinds of other wonderful things. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Will ADA reach its all-time high in 2025? I don't even remember what its all-time high was. I have some. It's kind of just sitting there. Nope. some type of confusion going on with it in 2025. I think the head is going to be saying something that's going to be turning people off from it, and they're going to be a little confused on why he's doing the things that he's doing, and it might bring that price down. You know, Charles said sometimes he's his own worst enemy. Hopefully that helps you out. Well, I get 10,000 profit from Tune FM token. Boy, he's making the big moves, that Nick. Not quite. It's going to be a little under that. It's not going to be disastrous. You are going to be making some profit from it in 2025, but not quite to that amount. Okay? Thank you.
That's it.
That's it for today. If you'd like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to secondreadingsbyhunter.com where all that information is there. If you like a healing or a reading or some sewing thing, that person didn't email me yet for the sewing. For my wife, all that information is on our website as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, we have the Trezor Cold Storage Wallet for sale on our website. And if you should happen to purchase one from us, we make a little bit of profit from that. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.